Testing, testing. Hello, 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 testing, 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Let me check it on my phone just to make sure that we are live from Kaboom Studios. That's not even a bad idea. Hello, hello. That's not even a bad idea. All right, I think you guys can hear me. Sorry, Joe, no claims on this one. I apologize. Let me see. All right, hey, what's up, hi man? All right, so let's get started. So tomorrow is a new comic book day. We're gonna go through our Alright guys, so we're going to be starting our new comic book day video. So these are the comics that are going to be available tomorrow. For new comic book day, we have covers, we have variants, we have incentives, we have new number ones, we have first appearances, we have all that cool stuff. So for those of you guys that have a poll subscription with us, you see any covers that you want, I have a pen, I have a paper, so I can write it down. If you don't think you have it in your pool or want to add it in your pool or just want to make sure, you know, specific covers, specific issues, let me know. I'll write it down. Me and Matt will put them in your pool. Yes, flying money. So for those of you guys that don't know, we also have a new Facebook page dedicated to our live sale stuff. You know, of course, we're going to keep posting our live sale videos on our Facebook, but we have a group dedicated to, you know, stuff that doesn't sell, stuff that we are not going to do in the live video but have its own post, you know, auctions, all that stuff. We posted the link for it last night, so you do have to, if you want to add yourself into it, there's a few questions you do have to answer, and that's it. So without further ado, let's go over tomorrow's new comics. So first up, we have Alien number 12. This is the variant cover. The regular covers we did sell out for triple claim. Yes, triple claim. We did sell out of the regular cover for pool members, so right now we do have the variant, but the variant looks pretty cool. All right, up next we have, oh god, up next we have Avengers Forever number 6, first appearance of Vibranium Man, which I think is like a version of T'Challa covered in vibranium. I don't know, something like that. But that's pretty cool. First appearance of Vibranium Man, Avengers Forever number 6, regular cover. And then we have Black Panther number 6. We have this beautiful Alex Ross cover. Alex Ross, I just followed him on TikTok and he's always posting his stuff and I love it. I love Alex Ross. Good afternoon, Isaac. The books I'm getting are Miles Morales, Punisher, Road to Dark Crisis, and Batman Annual. Cool, Tristan. Alright, Black Panther number 6. And then we have the variant cover. This is the scroll variant cover. I will say, I was telling this to Matt earlier, that the scroll variants, they've been getting some really awesome artists to do these covers. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Samuel. This is the scroll variant. They've been getting some really cool artists to do these covers. And then we have, for Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, they have this super cool cover. Basically, they have these artists honoring not only the characters that are Asian, but also the creators, artists, and writers. So we have this cool, beautiful cover of Miss Marvel. So for those of you guys that don't know, I believe she is Pakistani. So that's super cool. And this is a really cool cover. It's actually one of my favorite covers of this week's. Cannot wait for the Miss Marvel show. Alright, up next we have Captain Marvel number 38. We have this regular cover. Have this super neat regular cover right here. And then we have a variant cover. Another great Captain Marvel cover. Looks like she's about to blast us with some beams. All right, up next, a popular one celebrating 30 years of Carnage. We have Carnage number 3. We got the super awesome cover. What is he absorbing? Who knows? I haven't actually read these comics, but the covers have been insane. Carnage number 3. And then we have this even more insane variant. This is a scroll variant cover, but this one is insane. I mean, even the scroll looks like disgusting. Oh man, this is a crazy cover. Need all those Carnage? You got it, Jaime. Alright, up next we have a new number 1. So I did flip through this one, and this is actually a really good number 1. I do highly recommend picking this up. It is by James Tynion IV. For those of you guys that do not know who Tynion is, he is the writer of Something Is Killing the Children, Department of Truth, Nice House on the Lake. So he has been doing some pretty good stuff with horror books. You know, some scary independent book stories is what he's doing. Seems to have a knack for it. Something Is Killing the Children clearly, you know, put his name on this genre. And this one's actually a new one, new number 1, called The Closet. And yes, Gabriel, The Closet, and it's actually really good. It's not bad at all. Like, it's actually, how do I say this? Something Is Killing the Children, in my opinion, is super good. Department of Truth, super good. I love Department of Truth. Nice House on the Lake, it's good, but I have such a high standard because of Something Is Killing the Children and Department of Truth. But The Closet is definitely up there, in my opinion. Like, it's up there. It's so simple. Basically, this little boy has like a monster in his closet. It's clearly, you know, what it is, but it's I feel like there's a bigger meaning behind it. And even, okay, so I kid you not, even Matt looked through it, and Matt has his opinions about Tynion, you know, because of his Batman run. Matt isn't even a big fan of Something Is Killing the Children. So he has his opinions, but he looked through it, and I was waiting, you know, to hear that typical Matt criticism. I was already gonna get my heart broken, but he actually said that it looks really good, and I was in shock. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, this one actually doesn't look bad at all, is what he said. So I looked through it, and I was like, it is good. So all right, so who wants it in their pool? Victoriano. Got it. Victoriano wants Closet. And Gabriel, what's really cool about this cover, or about this issue, is that they only came out with one cover, and then plus the incentives. There's no cover A and B, it's just cover A. Whereas Something Is Killing the Children had multiple covers. Department of Truth had, you know, a few covers. Nice House on the Lake had cover A and B. This is just one cover. So definitely, alright, so Gabriel also wants it. And yeah, Matt approved. I love how we are all familiar with Matt's specific taste, you know. Not that everything he says isn't good, is not good, but it's like, you know, because Matt has a very particular taste, and things that a lot of people enjoy. Something Is Killing the Children, you know. He's just Marvel movies, you know. It's like Martin Scorsese. He's not super fond of it. You know, and so for him to like it, it says wonders. Alien variant, you got it, Francisco. Alien, got it. So yeah, I highly recommend this book. It's good. It's creepy. I want to read all of it already. Matt would have been happier if Batman showed up in the closet. Isaac has taste too, guys. Thank you, Victoriano. No, nobody cares about what I think. Nobody cares. If I say it's good, people are like, no, it's not good unless Matt says it's good. It's okay. But thank you, Victoriano. But no, I mean, I'm not trying to hype it up at all. It's just, I thought it was good. It's simple. It's from Image Comics, and I ordered heavy on it because I anticipated that this would be good, and it's a lot better than what I anticipated. So I would hope that you guys pick it up and give it a shot. It's actually a pretty hefty book, though. It's $3.99. Well, I thought this thing was $4.99. Definitely a lot of pages in here, but it's super good because I like everything. No, I don't. If I give you guys a list of things I don't like, I will lose my position in this job. No, I'm kidding. No, I just like to be open-minded. I like to appreciate other people's opinions. I don't like to fight with anyone. Unlike Matt, who's just like, you think this is no good? Kidding, Matt's in the front. He's hearing everything I'm saying. But yeah, anyway, I do think it's really good. I highly recommend it. If you guys don't believe me, that's fine. It's fine. I'll go somewhere else where they do believe me. Just kidding. Alright, Deadpool Bad Blood number 2. Also, people say I do like everything. No. John Romita, not my favorite artist. Rob Liefeld, no comment. Deadpool Bad Blood number 2. Because now we got Bad Blood. Alright, Firepower from Image Comics number 21. I really wish I read Firepower. I've never actually read it. It's by Robert Kirkham, who, created The Walking Dead. Up next, we have Grimm number 1. This is the second printing. Can you guys believe that this book already went on 3rd printing? It's already on the 3rd print. We ordered the 3rd print. This is the 2nd printing. Went out of print super quick. Like before it even released, it went out of print. And I think that's crazy. Like it's super popular. Boom Studios, is always hitting home runs with their books. But I also enjoyed this book. I thought it was good. Alright, now we have Ghost Rider number 3, which I just found out today is one of our most heavily pulled comics. I did not even know that. So it's a good thing we ordered these. This is the regular cover. This is super neat. We got this big trucker who's about to run over the Ghost Rider. I read issue 1. I liked it. I have not read issue 2, so I don't even know what's going on. But it looks super neat. And then we have this variant cover that is by Peach Momoko. It's definitely a neat cover. I wouldn't have even guessed that this was Peach Momoko. But it looks like, and I could be wrong, but it looks like it's an homage to Nice House on the Lake. Matt thought the same thing. Andrew from our Westicle store thought the same thing. It looks like, yes, Alan, Ghost Rider. You heard that right, Alan. He's right next to me. Yeah, an homage. Yeah, that's what it looks like, and that's pretty cool. Peach Momoko doing a classic, cool, neat homage, and that's because Nice House on the Lake is a fairly new comic. So to already do homages to a book like that, speaks wonders of the original book and the original cover. But yeah, this is pretty neat. It's Peach Momoko, can never go wrong. And then this one's actually a pretty cool cover. This is a 60th anniversary Spider-Man cover. Ghost Rider, Victoriano, the Peach Momoko, you got it. You got it, Victoriano. Alright, this is a pretty cool cover. This is a Spider-Man variant cover. It's so simple. Like, you literally just have the spider. He has a leather jacket that has a spider on the back, and that's it. That's the only thing significant in reference of Spider-Man. Everything else is Ghost Rider, and to me, that's enough. He doesn't need to have a big spider head and all that. Like, it's just such a cool cover. Like, oh man, like look at the head. See, trying to make it focus. Like, I think that's a cool cover. Probably one of my favorite of the Spider-Man covers. Is it cool that Peach Momoko's been doing a lot of go? Yeah, I know, right? Maybe she has a thing for drawing flames. I don't blame her. She does a great job of it. Alright, Knights of X, number 2. I have not kept up with any of the mutant titles, but for those of you that are into that, Knights of X, definitely another new series that is out. Alright, now this is a first appearance. This is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 38. So if I'm not mistaken, Miles Morales goes to the future and is there with his sister. This is one of the hot books. It's on Key Collector. It's on everywhere. It's one of the hot top picks of the week. Mainly because it's a first appearance of this new character who is Miles Morales' sister from, is it an alternate dimension? Is it the future? I actually do not know. But she's this new character. I forgot what her name is. Spider Slayer? I don't know. Something like that. You got it, Jaime. But yeah, it's a new first appearance is what they're claiming it to be. And so we have the regular cover here. Plus you can never go wrong with Miles Morales. And then we have this variant cover by the wonderful Jen Bartel. This is her cover appearance. Gotta get those first appearances / cover appearances. Pretty neat. But yeah, this is the cover that everyone's been asking about. Plus it's Jen Bartel. She does great art. Alright, now we have Moon Knight #1. Not the original, but the facsimile. This is a reprint. So for those of you guys that want to, you know, read up on Moon Knight, this is definitely the book for you. You know, you want to read about his origin, his other identities that he has. This is a reprint of the original 1980s run of Moon Knight. And yeah, it's a facsimile. It's just cover price, $3.99. But yeah, for those of you guys, I know the regular Moon Knight is hard to reach for some people, so definitely reprint's the best way to go, you know, so you can still read it. Plus it looks cool. Hang it up, bag and board it. No. Cover B for Miles. You got it, Amir. Cover B, Miles. You got it. All right, up next we have Scorched #6. This is a McFarlane cover in homage to that Jim Lee one of X-Men. This is the homage to the one where it's Magneto. Gotta love McFarlane. Gotta love the homages. Homage. All right, up next we have Star Wars Darth Vader #23, a tie-in to Crimson Reign. #23. And now we have Strange #3. For those of you guys that haven't been keeping up, Clea, who is a Sorcerer Supreme of the Dark Dimension, has now obtained the role of Sorcerer Supreme after the death of Doctor Strange. It's a pretty cool cover. I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited to see where things are going to go with Clea. So for those of you guys who want to read more about her, definitely this book is the one to pick up. It's barely on issue 3, so you still have a chance. We still have issue 1 and 2 in the store. You can still catch up. But yeah, it's definitely a neat thing that's happening with her. So this is the regular cover, which is a pretty cool cover. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably one of my favorite Strange covers out there. And then we have the variant, the scroll variant. This cover is also pretty nice. And then the Peach Momoko cover. You know, it's not a new comic book day without Peach Momoko having more than one cover release. This is actually a pretty cool cover. And I know Erica said earlier it's because I like everything. No, it's because I'm positive. I'm still thinking about it. I'm going to think about that for the rest of my life. What's wrong with liking everything? If I did like everything, my recommendations will have like 20 books on it. I have a very particular taste. And, alright, that's enough about me. But this is a cool cover. I think it's a cool cover. Peach Momoko, fantastic artist. Maybe we'll get it for Comic-Con. Alright, and then we have a second print of What If Miles Morales Became Wolverine, #2. So what if? Second print. I'm surprised that Marvel hasn't done any more X-Men 1 homage covers since the 2021 relaunch. That's true. Alright, and then we have a We Have Demons. This is issue #3 by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, the duo that has brought you books like Batman, New 52, as well as the Dark Knight's Metal, Death Metal, Batman Who Laughs, all that stuff. That's all Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. And yeah, this is issue #3. You got it, Jaime. And then we have a second print of X-Men 92, House of 92. New #1. We did sell out when this first came out. And of course, second print is right here. And then for those of you guys that are still reading it, here's issue #2. Also releasing tomorrow. Gotta love that. And then we have a variant cover featuring Wolverine and his best friend Cyclops. Alright, now time for the incentives. So I don't remember which one of these is the 1 in 25 or the 1 in 50, but I'll make a note of it tonight. But yeah, this is the closet incentive. Look at that little monster. Honestly, even the little monster, you know, is pretty creepy in the book. Like, oh man, honestly, reading this book reminds me of like old Guillermo del Toro movies. Like how, you know, how Guillermo del Toro is super into like monsters, and it's more of like the story behind the monster and not necessarily the monster itself is what he tries to do with his movies. That's what this book comes off as. And I love those movies with Guillermo del Toro because he truly cares about the monsters, and in his opinion, the monsters, in his view of Guillermo del Toro, you know, the monsters are very interesting characters. And to me, I'm not gonna spoil it, this book just reflects that type of art, as you know, in reference of like the monsters. There's clearly got to be more story behind it, and it's so neat and it's so simple and subtle, and the art is really neat. It's actually really good. So at the closet. All right, Francisco. Frank Viramontes, closet. Fidel Martinez wants the Peach Momoko Ghost. You got it. Peach Momoko Ghost Rider for Fidel. But yeah, this is one of the incentives, and then this is another incentive, which this one's also pretty cool because you have a little thing there, looks like the top of a head or something. But yeah, honestly, this whole book just seems good, and I'm very upset that they don't do it like how they did it with Obi-Wan, where they released the first 2 episodes on one day. Like, I wish they would have released the first 2 issues in one day, because I want to keep reading it. Like, it ends and you're just like, oh god, give me more. But that's how it was with Something Is Killing the Children too. I read like the first like 10 issues in one day because it was just so good. I had to keep going. Binge reading. Department of Truth, same thing. So however, Nice House on the Lake, I will say it's good. It's a good story, but like I mentioned, Nice House on the Lake wasn't my favorite. I read the first issue. I was a little overwhelmed with it. The second issue, more overwhelmed. I think I stopped after like issue 4 or 5. But it's good. It's good, but it's just, you know, maybe not for me. But so Department of Truth and Something Is Killing the Children are my favorites, and then Closet comes like, honestly, I don't even know if it's the second or third. I can't say. It's just the first issue. Maybe when I read the first like 5 issues. But yes, Francisco, it is from Image Comics. All right, so this is another incentive, and then we have an incentive for Miles Morales Spider-Man. We have the 1 in 10, another cover appearance. This is her, Spider Smasher, you know, from an alternate dimension or something, or a alternate future, I don't know, which happens to be very relevant in the MCU movies. But yeah, this is Miles' sister in the future or some other dimension where she is a Spider Smasher. Pretty neat. Cannot go wrong with Image, definitely. That's where Spawn comes from. And then we have another incentive right here. I think this one's the 1 in 50. Could be wrong, unless that's the 1 in 25. That's a pretty cool cover, I'm not gonna lie. And then there's this one. Alternate universe, there you go. So people are really speculating that whole, I mean, because in the new Spider-Verse movie, they are crossing dimensions, you know? It's through different dimensions and all that, with Spider-Man 29/9 and all that stuff. So I mean, I could see where they're going with this. I could see why it's a hot book of the week. But yeah, this is also a really cool cover. All right, and then we have the 1 in 25 for Strange. Man, I only read the first issue of Strange, and I thought it was good. Haven't had the chance to read issue 2 and 3, but I really need to read it. I thought issue 1 was good. Just so much reading that has to be done. All right, and then we have the 1 in 25 for Carnage number 3. Gotta have good old Cletus Cassidy. He's not good, guys. He's bad. And then we have the 1 in 25 of Ghost Rider. One of the best Ghost Riders. Honestly, all the Ghost Riders are good. But we have Robbie Reyes on this cover. You gotta love Robbie Reyes. Oh man, this is a pretty cool cover. I wish there was a, is it Greg Land? It is. Super cool artist. This is such a cool cover. I wish maybe his car would be in the background. That would have been cool, but I'm not the artist. They are. So what do I know? This cover is super cool though. But yeah, that's actually everything, guys. That's all the comics for tomorrow. We don't have the prices just yet, Jimmy. We'll get them done hopefully by tonight. Robbie is my neighbor. Oh man, Jaime, tell him to come to Comic-Con, please. Oh, who knows, maybe. But what's it called? So this is all the comics for tomorrow. I think it's definitely a pretty good books that are out. Definitely The Closet, story wise, one of my favorites. Covers, that's a hard one. There's a lot of cool covers coming out this week. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be open 11 a.m. I'll be here, so make sure to stop on by and pick up your new comics. And don't forget, we do have that new group, which is basically for anyone that likes to participate in our live sales. We're basically going to have more sales in that group. Not necessarily the live sales, but you'll get first day updates on the live sales. Tom Taylor Suicide Cause. I actually haven't even read it. I think actually I did read it. I read the first like few issues of it, and from what I read, it was actually pretty interesting. I never actually finished it though, Tristan. But from what I read, it is pretty good. But yeah, sorry, I keep saying but that's everything, guys. If you have any questions, you want anything in your pool, have any recommendations, anything of that sort, please send us a message. I will be here till closing. Matt will be here for the next hour. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys. Bye.